great. So man, where are you? We've got the.
And I wish
you're not
met her.
You're not in Portland. It can't possibly be that cold in Portland. Are you back in New York?
No, I'm in Portland. It was 49 today.
As the high?
Right now it's 51 degrees right now. And
Okay.
I'm in the shade, the wind is kind of blowing. I'm out in a little park where there's some like bushes and rose gardens. So I'm just chilling. But it's not, I mean, this is the temperature it is really where this keeps me, keeps me warm.
Okay. I know
It's not
you
Sacramento. You know that.
It's 80 today. It's 80 today.
It's gonna rain on Saturday.
I have a tank top under this. Like, it's perfectly fine. It's 80 degrees outside. Obviously the NBA season gets underway. We were just talking about the Los Angeles Clippers and how this Clippers team is not the same as last year's, or maybe the team that the rope-a-dope that you often get fooled with the Los Angeles Clippers. This roster is deep. They are built, in my mind, to compete with the Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't think they'll be as good as the Thunder are during the regular season, but I think this is a really good basketball team and a potentially dangerous one when the playoffs get here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the moves that they've made, if you forget about what they did in the offseason, you go back and look at their roster and you're like, oh my God, I totally forgot they went out and got Brooke Lopez, they got Bradley Beal for nothing. Like, he's just the role, no shade to him, but he's not a piece that anybody's really thinking about in terms of adding to this roster and how much meaningful buckets he can give you. Defensively, they're going to be nasty. Zubac has elevated himself to a place where people are saying that he could be, all NBA type caliber center, which I don't know if I would go that far, but that just speaks volumes to how good he was last year and the step that he could take again. And having a backup like Brooke is huge. Like James, I'm watching starting five right now, and I tell you what, I've never liked James Harden as much as I do right this second. He really has settled in to finding his way and his role in a leadership capacity on this team. And maybe it's because he's from LA that he feels like he wants to pour in more than he did on other teams. But he really has been good. He's been pretty much the connective tissue of the team. And then if Kawhi is healthy all year long, because remember, he didn't come back until midway through the season last year, they can win a lot of games, and they have a lot of lineup versatility, and Ty Lue is one of the best coaches in the league.
You know who I would also put in the group of players that you talked about there for the Clippers? I'd put Chris Paul in there as a backup point guard in the way that
again, another player that you're like, oh yeah,
I think he's gonna help them out a lot. Like, he might even close some games just to free up some space for Harden and Kawhi in some of those instances.
They can play fast and they can play slow. They can play big. You still have Nick Batum there, who has played small ball 5. They've got good wing defense. They've got a ton of guard play. This is just a team. The only thing that we really worry about is just the fact that they're the LA Clippers, and that's just the Clippers.
Understandable. Yeah.
Just, they find a way to Clipper, but feels like they've built a team that's sort of Clipper, no kryptonite. You know what I mean? They can't do that anymore.
What do you think about the Nuggets?
Oh man, this is a team that's going to beat the Thunder.
She talking that talk.
Okay. This is a team that's going to beat the Thunder. Think about Game 5. Thunder's down double-digit points in the fourth quarter, and really the Nuggets truly melted. Some of the possessions just made no sense. They're turning the ball over. They're shooting bad shots. And that was what cost them the series. Game 7 was a blowout, but we shouldn't have even gotten to a Game 7. And I'm not disparaging the Thunder because the Thunder deserve their championship. They won a lot of games. They clearly have all the pieces to run it back again. They are deep, they're long, they're athletic, they're young. They have a bunch of different things to like about. But the Denver Nuggets had them. They really had them. And that team was not particularly deep. They were getting Peyton Watson minutes, huge Peyton Watson minutes, Julian Strawther game. Like, they had Christian Brown. Those guys are fine players. But now you add Cam Johnson, and I cannot stress how exciting this Nuggets offense can be with Cam Johnson. His ability to cut without the ball and his court vision and passing skills are so underrated. He is not even close to the same type of player as Michael Porter Jr. A lot of people are like, oh, he's just Michael Porter Jr. with better defense. No. This is going to change how they play offensively in a way that's going to give them so many open threes that it's so ridiculous, and so many easy back cuts that Jokic is going to be able to find Cam Johnson for. They're going to love playing together. So you have him. You add in Tim Hardaway Jr. for some, off the bench shooting when you need it. You bring back Brucey Brown, who was a key piece of that championship team, and then you finally have a backup center. I guess the first backup center since probably Nurkic that Jokic has had. And don't try to tell me DeAndre Jordan was that guy, because he was not. So you finally have a solution for all of the problems that the Nuggets had. It's kind of like, wow, this is what happens when you fire Calvin Booth and you get in a real GM.
See, I think this Nuggets team, not saying they're going to win the title, but they might be better than the team that won the title for the Nuggets. I love what they did this offseason.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm a believer. I think they're an NBA contender, championship contender. And I had 5 teams in there. I had the Thunder, the Nuggets, the Rockets, Knicks, and Cavs.
Not the Clippers.
I was just about to ask both of you guys, should the Clippers be in there? Because I had them right there on the edge. But yeah, they probably should be in there as a true championship contender.
Yeah, that first round series that they had, they melted in the sun. Like, they could have beaten the Nuggets.
I feel like if you're going to put the Cavs in there, you got to put the Clippers in there. Because it's that same – it feels like it's the same, once the play – like, those two teams feel like their regular seasons are irrelevant. It's like I won't buy a single bit of it until I see it. I think most people feel like they won't buy a single bit of it from either one of those two franchises until they do it in the playoffs.
I don't know that Cleveland got better. I think Cleveland got worse.
They didn't have to. I don't think they had to, though. I don't think they had to do anything.
Got worse.
How so?
By losing Ty Jerome.
You lose Ty Jerome. That's a big loss. It's a really big loss. And I think you've got real injury issue question marks. Yeah, Ty Jerome, even just for the regular season, there were games where Ty Jerome went off for like 24 points in the second half. And he was a heater. He was unstoppable. I think losing George Niang hurts them. I think DeAndre Hunter gives you higher upside, but he's already injured. So
I like Lonzo.
Yeah, I think Lonzo does. Yeah, I think Lonzo adds a different wrinkle to this team. But I am interested how Garland, and Donovan are going to share the floor together. What does that mean? Like, does that move? I don't really know. I mean, I guess you play a 3-guard lineup, or you maybe bring Garland. I really don't know. Maybe Lonzo off the bench, but kind of a different thing.
They won't be on the floor together that often. Like, I don't see Lonzo unless it's working that night and they figured a way. I don't see him closing out games. He's a true backup point guard in that situation.
Yeah, he helps them. I just don't think he's the same type of scorer. He's a great distributor, though, and he's big. He rebound. Just a different guy. And I also think, are we sure that the Cavs aren't soft? They got punched in the mouth, and they just folded.
But they were hurt last year in the playoffs. Like they had a lot of injuries in the playoffs last year.
They did,
including Donovan, who I think played hurt.
He played hurt. Garland.
He did play hurt. No, Garland wasn't Garland the only one that was like 5? Evan Mobley played hurt for sure.
Garland got hurt because remember, Stephen A was telling him to play.
Yes, yeah, you're right about that. Yes.
The world would be.
Oh yeah, turf toe. Yeah, it was Garland had turf toe. That's what it was, and he was like, "What's a turf toe?" And it's like torn ligament in the foot with like the most explosive part, and most integral part of your body as a basketball player is to be able to push off your foot to accelerate or jump. Any of the motions really that you need start right there.
It just dawned on me the real reason the NBA on NBC is so great is we don't have to see Stephen A. Smith in any way, shape, or form for like 2 or 3 nights a week. Oh, Trysta, a big Stephen A. fan, just left. She was like, "No, that's not my president." Oh,
big Stephen A.
fan. You said, did the Cavs get better? Did the Knicks? Oh, I think we got a problem. We've got an issue.
Hold on.
No, stay still. We got you back. Just stay. You can't move. Hold your arm up like this to the Portland sky. There it is. There it is. You got it. Yeah.
You guys got me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. I think my AirPods.
God, it is beautiful wherever you are, by the way. That is just amazing greenery.
Look at this. Don't you see it? And right back here is the ice agent, and then the fire, the dumpster. Everybody says Portland's some sort of crazy, terrible place.
Yeah, isn't there a war going on there now or something?
Yeah, I hear there's a war. I hear they're sending troops here. They're deploying troops here to the Rose Garden, Portland, Oregon. No, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. A lot of foliage. I don't know if the Knicks got better. I know they got deeper. That's probably the biggest thing is you add like Casey said, you add Jordan Clarkson, you add in you lose Malcolm Brogdon. What were you gonna say, Casey?
Yabusele.
Yeah, Gerson Yabusele as well. And I think that helps you. I still don't really know what I feel about Yabusele, like whether his time on the Sixers was real or like what he is, if he's a role player or what. But yeah, I think I'm really curious about Mike Brown and what this offense and defense is going to look like.
As you should be.
Because the biggest, I guess it's like a pink flag when they asked Karl Anthony Towns. Did you guys see this?
I heard about this. I didn't
see
it.
They were like, hey, what about Mike Brown is giving you confidence about your role in this offense? Like, what are you most excited about maximizing within this new system? And he's like, I really don't know.
Oh,
I really couldn't tell you. And it's just like, what? He's like, I guess figure it out. And you're like, well, that's not good because the season starts tomorrow. So when the guy you traded for, he's like, come on. I love the honesty, don't you?
Okay. Is there ever a point we should point out Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart are out tonight? So that
I forgot Josh was coming off the bench. Yeah.
If the depth is going to be, the depth could be tested tonight against or tomorrow against Cleveland. At some point there needs to be a conversation about Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, what's the conversation?
He's problematic.
Why do you say he's problematic?
When you say problematic,
he does not care. Like he's not a top tier.
You think he's a toxic teammate?
Yes, that's the word. That's the perfect word. He's toxic.
He's a toxic teammate.
I'll push back a little bit. What has he done in the last 3 years to make you think he's a toxic?
I like how that's the time frame that Casey is giving us.
Well, I only say that because that's when he finally got good players to play around him.
You mean Jimmy Butler wasn't a good player and Andrew Wiggins
went to the
wasn't
playoffs
good?
that year. Andrew Wiggins. That's
they won 50
model
games.
of like we're a top team because we have Andrew Wiggins now.
No, I mean they had Jimmy Butler. They won 50 games. They had Karl Anthony Towns.
And then Jimmy left.
He's got to be the thing that they have.
I don't think so. Look, I don't think Karl Anthony Towns is like the savior of anything, but he's been on competent teams for the last 3 years. And I wouldn't say he was problematic on those teams.
He's
oh my God.
I just there's something about him that just doesn't compute to winning. Like he doesn't. This is a tough sentence.
Conference finals.
He doesn't feel like a winner to me. But is that Karl Anthony Towns or is that the New York Knicks? He's a piece of a basketball team. He's not the centerpiece of a basketball team.
They didn't get there without him.
He was. You know who's a winner? Jalen Brunson's a winner.
The guy they said shoots the ball too much.
He does shoot the ball too much.
They turned on Jalen quick.
No. This has been coming, guys, for two seasons at least, because I was talking to people who's around the team, and this was when I said in the playoffs 2 years ago that Jalen Brunson could go down as the greatest Knick of all time. And my friend who has worked around the team called me immediately, literally like, publish, ring. And he was like, Tris, you need to stop pumping that man's tires, Jalen Brunson. And I said, I like Jalen Brunson. I think he's good. Like, he's turned the culture around there. And he goes, ask the teammates what they think about Jalen Brunson. I said, what do you mean? I said, OG Anunoby constantly complains about how much Jalen Brunson loves the ball in Jalen Brunson's hand. Like, it's almost Trae Young-esque how passing is not something he really wants to do.
Trae Young too. Trae Young, don't do that.
Trae Duck.
Trae Duck. So I have been feeling that narrative will at some point catch up with him. And
I think we're getting close. I think we're getting really, really close.
Well, you know the part of that narrative too that doesn't help and won't help him is that his dad's on the bench.
Yeah.
Like that's like the whole thing just kind of feels funny to some people. But I'm like you, Trysta. I like Jalen Brunson. But I like Karl Anthony Towns too. Like I said, they didn't get there before Karl Anthony Towns. They lost 2 times in the semis. Got Karl Anthony Towns, beat Boston, got over them.
OG Anunoby was pretty hurt the season prior. He was his hamstring was like off the bone.
Yeah,
he absolutely was hurt. But Cat
and guess what? They just ran into the
game in the conference finals.
They just ran into the Pacers earlier than they ran into the Pacers the next year. That's all.
OG didn't win him no game in the conference finals. Cat won him that game 3 in Indiana.
Cat played well.
But I think Cat is similar to the Trevor Lawrence conversation, not to that degree. Like there's no one to the level of Trevor Lawrence's degree, but like I'm not suggesting he's a bad basketball player. He's just he's
not a
weird.
Ceiling raiser. He's not a ceiling raiser.
He's like Jimmy Butler could drag a team somewhere.
Yes.
Maybe not today, but like Jimmy and he probably did it with the Timberwolves. Like Cat can't do that. And I know not all NBA players are built to do that, but there's always been this unique discussion about Cat about how he's just different the way he could, he can play from every level of the basketball court. But there seems to be something that comes along with that talent that just it like sits and rots. And I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's his mentality. I don't know. Like so I didn't see the comments. I actually didn't even read them. I hearing about them from the first time from Trysta, and I'm like, hey, look, I could get my Mike Brown jokes off as much as I want to, but You're a team trying to get to the finals, and that's your response?
Just make something up, Kat. Just make something up. You know?
Yeah, bro, lie. Dude, just say words. Like, that's all the media is looking for is words. Now you've opened yourself up to something. And
there's
worse,
a crack. Yeah.
You've opened Mike up to something.
Yes.
And Mike is having PTSD at this moment because of that remark.
You know it. Star player criticizing the coach, having a misunderstanding about role.
Well, at least Kat did it publicly and not privately like everybody else did.
Yeah, I mean, and he did it before a single NBA game was played.
I think Kat, and maybe this is what bothers you guys, is he's I'm gonna move around here a little bit, but he's got number one ability, but he's really a number two, but he carries himself like a number one. And there are times, like we saw in the playoffs, where that number one shines through. Like, oh, this dude Kat, like he's the truth. What he put up 33 and 15, and they want like it. There are times when it shines through, but I would never rely on that. I would never rely on, oh, we got Kat, he's our foundation piece. Like,
but that's just feel like that's what he's. But that's what I always thought he was supposed to be.
He was supposed to be that, but
not. I think he's the potatoes. He's not the steak.
But did that happen when he was traded, or that was established in Minnesota that he's not
established in Minnesota? Yes.
I think they wanted that, but once you what you say, Chrysler 300 look like a Bentley till a Bentley pulls up.
Yeah. I don't think I said that. I think Cat Williams said it.
Once Ant-Man got there, it was this is a franchise player. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Cat be number two. Yeah. And he did that for a little while. Like he was fine with Cat. I mean, with Ant, as far as I know. But and then he got to New York, and I don't feel like he tried to be number one. He was just Cat. He knew it was Brunson's team, and he did his thing. We'll see what happens though. He could have lied though. He could have just said, "No, it's great. Yeah, that motion offense is crazy."
At what point At what point do we expect Anthony Edwards to be the best player in the league?
Never.
He's never going to be the best player in the league?
No. I think Wemby has pretty much stopped that from being a possibility.
So that's more of a salute to Wemby than an indictment on Ant when you say that.
Ant is phenomenal. I think Ant is like a 28-point scorer per night. And that's really good. And like he's an elite three-point shooter now, and he plays with incredible force, and he's an awesome defender, and he is built like a basketball player, like a 2K player. But I just think with Shea being so young and Wemby being, the next one up, I just don't think he's ever going to get higher than them. And I would like to be wrong, truly. But have you seen these clips of Wemby recently? This is only his.
Well, I watched him play a couple days ago.
Third, yeah, but I mean, like, if he can brush off defenders and they can bounce off him, and his weight isn't an issue in terms of people being able to stop him just for the sheer fact that he's undersized or slight. This man could be 7'7". They're saying that they're lying about his height. That he's actually 7'7". That Boban said he's a few inches taller than Boban.
You know what Boban was doing the other day that was funny? Like, women do this a lot. Tall women do this a lot. Boban, did you see Boban on ESPN at all? So we obviously couldn't hear it because it happens at the start of our show. But he was clearly trying to make himself smaller. I see this. You see this around and maybe they don't do it as much anymore. But Rebecca Lobo would do this a lot. Rebecca Lobo's tall. She would always try to make herself smaller. Boban was doing that on the set where he was standing in this awkward position where he was almost in a lunging, bending down position. And it's oh, Boban, buddy.
Be you.
Stand up.
Be you.
Like, it's all right. Like Windhurst is just a tiny little fella next to you. It's okay. It's all right.
Shout out, Boba. I didn't get a chance to hear him, man.
I didn't either. I would have loved to. Yeah. I would have absolutely loved to hear what Boban had to say on NBA today, but I missed it. I would have loved to hear his take on Victor Wembanyama too.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, if he can do that and he's legit, if he's actually, I mean, we know they say he's 7'5". That's just unfathomable in terms of ability to rebound, block shots, going to the rim. Obviously, he has the 3-level scoring ability. Like, I think he could be the best player in the world really soon. I don't think that's like a particularly unique take. So I don't think it's ever going to be Ant's show.
I think he could be top 5.
Yeah, he can be top 5 for sure. I just don't think he'll be number 1.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a. Okay, so what day was this written? Oh, today. This is today. De'Aaron Fox is nearing a return to 5-on-5 competition, which would be the final stages of his rehabilitation.
I do not care.
Come on.
Wow.
Come on.
Yeah, okay.
Man's getting healthy out here. What you said, that'll be about 2 weeks? What you think? Like if he's set
that's
to
what
return,
I was trying to figure out. Yeah,
3 weeks.
If he's nearing 5-on-5, I mean, that could be 2 weeks. That could be 2 days, depending on what the team wants to do. Why such a reaction? Oh, I just noticed the time. It's fine. Why such a reaction?
I mean, he's just not going to be an impact on this team. And the team will
really.
The team will find out. The team will find out that they must trade him. That he will not stay in San Antonio for the rest of this contract.
Follow-up question. Damian Barling, ESPN 1320 in Sacramento. Hi, Trysta. Would De'Aaron have trade value in the scenario you just presented?
Yeah, he would.
He would.
I
Okay.
mean,
and I'm not asking with the with the.
You know, like is that multiple second-round picks? Is that more than one first-round pick? What are we talking about value? What does value mean?
Well, it might be. I'm thinking of one scenario specifically. If he went to Milwaukee with a couple of first rounders or one first, other teams' first rounders, Milwaukee might be like, oh, okay, we could do that. We can give up Giannis for that. We getting
give up Giannis?
Well, they gotta make the money work.
What? They're not trading Giannis for De'Aaron Fox. What?
Well, I don't know.
Insane?
I don't know how much better they would get for that when you talk about the money.
Sometimes it's just about making contracts.
Yeah, like I'm sure they would want Cooper Flag, but the money don't work.
As long as you're willing to come off the picks, that's what matters the most.
Yeah, I guess if Giannis is on his way out and you say, yeah, send him to Milwaukee. Sure.
The nonchalance for Fox is crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. that was pretty wild. I thought I was getting ready to cook with this point. She was like, who cares?
I do not care about this.
She's trying to hit the next button on the song. Like, give me the next. Hey, Siri, play the next song. Sorry.
It's like.
The device just went nuts. Sorry.
Okay, so here's the deal. I've got 2% on my phone.
Oh, okay. All right. Get out of here.
I gotta go, but I love you so much.
All right. Love you back. We appreciate you as always.
See y'all.
Trista Krick tells us she's at 2% right
now.
Yeah,
why did she
90
say that?
Seconds. Only like 90 seconds past the break.
She could have said that a minute ago.
She could have. It's all part of the Trista Krick experience.
Yeah, so what? All right, it's definitely projecting, and it's not fair. But when do you think they look to trade De'Aaron Fox? After this season? Two seasons from now?
TBD. I think it depends on what Castle looks like. Truth be told, he might have gotten a little bit of reprieve with Harper being out.
Yeah, but he's
to
back
start
now.
the season. Oh, he's not missing the start of the season.
Yeah, he's cooking.
Oh, I thought he was missing the start.
I thought
of
he
the
was
season.
too. So I saw him like a week ago in the game.
He played in that. He
played preseason. I thought he was going to be out too.
Okay. Well, then that's different now. That's different because, like, what do you do? Like, what do you do if you start out cooking? And I don't know if Steph is rolling. I don't know if Dylan Harper is rolling. Wait, hold on, bro. What is going on?
Sorry has entered the studio. Sorry.
I ended up asking a stranger if I could use their phone because I saw that you guys said only Trysta could cut us at the knees. So I just
You're not using a stranger's phone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, man. There's okay, bro.
How did this happen? What did you ask me? Like, hey, can I use your phone? I gotta go on D-Lo and KC.
Yeah, I have something really important to do.
Poor Portland is awfully friendly.
I know. That's what I keep trying to tell people. Hey, you don't need to bring the troops here.
Hey, okay, we don't need to bring the troops. Is Portland fun? I mean, it's Portland fun. Is Portland good? The Trailblazers, not the city. Are the Trailblazers good?
What is good mean?
Okay?
Playoffs would be good.
Once upon a time, playoffs would be amazing.
Oh yeah, we're not going to the playoffs. No, we're not going to the playoffs.
If once upon a time this was a betting segment, if the number's 39.5,
I think the number that they gave us is 36.5.
I think that's the number
35, I believe.
35.5.
Whoever Kyle found it.
This is a 39 win team, 40 win team.
It is.
Yeah, I think so. I think Drew will take on the responsibilities of a scorer in the beginning. Mm-hmm. And we've seen that already in the preseason a little bit.
It's a little problematic.
And I think, what'd you say?
That's a little problematic. That's not where he's at in his career.
Well, I think when you're talking about the Olympics and you're coming off of a title, a guy at that age probably needs a little more downtime than he got. And he never really was healthy last year. So you're hoping that not only is a mentor and a leader, but that he's able to sort of regain some of the things that we liked about him earlier on in his career as a scorer. So that's number one. I think Denny's the real deal. Denny Abdia. He's like one of my favorite players in the league to watch. So fun. You've got... What is it? Did you say something or no?
No, you were freezing.
The stranger's phone froze for a second.
Froze. Oh, okay. They've got T-Mobile, I think it looks like. So, what was I about to say? So you've got Toumani Camara, who I think is awesome as well. I think you've got some question marks, of course, at like the center position in terms of how many minutes is Young Hansen going to get? Like, can Donovan Clingan stay on the floor? Is he going to get into foul trouble? But I think like this is a team that's going to play with a lot of force, a lot of defensive identity. And you're hoping that Scoot, throughout his rehab, learns from Dame, learns from Drew, and sort of can become a hybrid of both of those guys. I mean, I think we're better than you.
Okay, bro. So, okay. Wow. All right. You are really contentious today, first of all. Second, what's the Kings number?
I think it's 35 as well. 35.
It's the same number.
Win total. Yeah.
So you've got, so clearly you have the Kings at less than 40 wins. You have the Kings at less than 39 or 40 wins.
I think it's like, okay, we may end up with a similar end of season result, but when you watch it with your own eyes, you're going to say there's good basketball being played here. Fun, quality, good.
Ollie does not like this take, by the way. Do you hear?
He does not like the take.
Not a fan of this at all.
Ollie's a Kings fan. He's getting mad last week when they came out Westbrook.
Don't be talking to D'Lo and Casey like that. And then you're going to see a brand of basketball that I hope I'm wrong, but this roster is really. I know that people say that the Blazers roster is confusing, but the Kings roster is a lot more confusing to me.
Yeah. I think I said earlier we went over on both of their, or we did more on both of their lines at 35.5. But I think one, this sounds crazy. I think one will make it over, one will be under. I don't know which one it is yet though.
Both have incentive if the year is not going great to vigorously lose games. But I don't know that that's the kind of thing that the Blazers want to do culturally right now. You know? So I don't think that they will do what they did so egregiously in the past, because they can still get a pretty good player. There's going to be a very deep class. Probably 7 or 8 super high quality players.
Are you in on Houston?
Yeah, I think so. I'm very curious to see this like jumbo lineup that they're rolling out, where Kevin Durant's the 2. I mean, he can play anything he wants to play, but everybody's 6'7" or above. It's like a little Toronto-esque. I want to know what the shooting looks like. I just kind of want to see it. I think I'm in. Their upside is tremendous. And they could cause a lot of chaos. They'll probably be a top seed again. I also need to see what they do in the playoffs as well.
They don't strike me as chaotic. They strike me as good.
No, I mean causing chaos in terms of like defensive identity. They're going to F stuff up. They're going to always cause like teams to be sped up, teams to feel like they're all arms. Amin, being like this demon out there and like blocking shots. It feels like they're kind of going to be in your gym shorts all game, like a very irritating team to play against, with a ton of length and bounce and grit and like no back down. So I mean chaotic in terms of that, not in terms of like how they run their offense. They'll probably be a little bit less slow and plodding offensively than they were last year, just because of the add of KD. And I think Reed Shepherd is good. I don't know if defensively how he'll be, but it seems like he's already shown flashes of brilliance. But yeah, I think defensively they will cause a lot of chaos.
Yeah, I like their team. I like everything that they got going on.
And they're deep.
They're deep, and they still have some trade assets that if they need to go get something around the deadline.
What would they need to get?
Maybe a point guard. Maybe get a Drew Holiday, something like that. I'm just on that type of player. Him. No, I mean that type of player.
Oh. Yeah. The thing that I really quick, not to go back to the Blazers too much, that I was really pissed off about when this news just sullying, slanderous, not even real news, just rumors they got published, is that Drew Holiday was really upset to go to Portland. And to me, that was striking me as always fugazi, always fake news, because Portland could have traded him anywhere when they traded him to Boston. But they sent him to a team that was ready-made for a championship. And they did it in a way that caused a lot of goodwill. So you're not going to trade for that guy without him signing off on that and being happy about it. I just don't think you do that. You've got a good relationship with his camp. You've already done a good thing for him. Dame has always wanted to play with Drew. Dame loves Drew. So I was always upset about that. So I'm happy that our guy Mark Spears wrote that article saying Drew is elated to be in Portland. So he's not getting traded anymore. That's all I want to say. He's not a trade asset.
People just say whatever, bro. They just say whatever. How do you create these stories and these rumors that aren't true and just say them? It's like
they're literally running with the "I heard." Somebody called them that was like, "Hey, I heard Drew Holiday wasn't happy about this," and then they just reported it.
Well, the what's even crazier is who's the "I heard" person, because it's not even true. What are you talking about? This isn't even true. Where do you get off telling a reporter or anybody this?
That's the new, but I think that's the new reporter's cushion is you say, I just heard. I'm not reporting. I just heard. That's what someone said to me. And that's how you protect yourself. And a lot of these guys do it. It's why they say stuff on podcasts that they don't tweet. Then their podcast stuff gets aggregated and put on Twitter. And they're like, no, that's just what I heard. You can give the stranger their phone back.
That's a mighty nice stranger. It's been
tell
about 10 minutes.
that stranger you ran into in the wilderness in Portland that we're really.
I go on a specific route every day, and so you make fake. You make like hello friends, and there's a coffee shop right here. So
you said hello friend. May I borrow your phone?
Hey, my phone just because I was right near the coffee shop doing my hit, and then I was like, oh man, my phone's dying. So they overheard it and were like, step in, captain, captain or captainess, save a Tryst.
So they were like, look, man, I can't let you use my phone. You're like, but it's for D-Lo and KC. And they're like, D-Lo and KC, why didn't you say so? Here.
Oh, I also love that you didn't want to reveal whether it was a man or a woman who handed you the phone because you would not just.
I can't
You are.
Sully the waters here.
I said D-Lo and KC, they're in my Fave 5. They got T-Mobile, right? They're in my Fave 5.
Are you calling us from a sidekick?
Amos, just Amos right now.
There it is. There it is. All right. Hey, real quick, when you think of Kevin Durant, what jersey is he wearing?
35.
Well, no, not the number.
Oh, you mean what? OKC.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking of that the other day. Like me too.
Yeah.
All right.
A Thunder. He always gonna be a Thunder.
He gonna be a Thunder.
Sure. Yeah. Monte Ellis.
He gonna be a Thunder. Okay. All right. We appreciate you. TK, making it work on a stranger's phone there in the wilderness of Portland. We'll come back.